Hi guys, Franz here, welcome back to another episode of Knights of Dragons. So today you can already read it by the title as usual, where the fucking video is about. I'm doing much more as usual. You guys might know that I usually always do 150k to a level 2. But this raid is water, air, or earth. Yeah, it was air, my bad. And apparently both my alt, so my second account, as well as my main account do so much damage. You can see my lineup over here. Also got my alt next to it. You can't see that because it's another tablet, but it has the Venomous Vanguard remake and the exact same two armors in the back, as you can see right there. Except for that, the last knight you can see isn't maxed on my alt. It isn't maxed just yet. It's not even ascended, but I still do about 350 to an entire level 3, meaning 400k. So, what exactly is that? You'll see soon enough, okay? And I'm just going to talk about this for a bit, and I just want to make this into a video. Tomorrow you guys will see Minecraft, by the way. There's kind of a thing that fucked up right there, and some of you might already know this, but that's going to be tomorrow for that episode. And yeah, that'll pop up tomorrow anyway. But for this, you know, you can already see how much damage I'm doing. You know, it's like, it's not doing all too much to me. And that Wellwood Guard, honestly, really isn't doing all too much damage, because it's of course, this boss is super effective against it, but I didn't really have anything better. You know, I have a Spirit Air, but I need a Earth one to make sure that the pet actually does its thing in terms of getting that bonus to every knight I have. And that's also what I did to my alternate account. And it's all Earth over there as well, as I stated before. And the pet over there isn't as amazing. It's Rukon, you know, that Earth Golem thing. And this one is, as you can see, one of the evolutions of Modisar. And is this a good one? Yeah, it's a very good one, except for its Fortune's Call. You know, you get like gold once you kill a certain thing. And my alt actually just got done, and it did 312k, so it didn't really do a lot. But this thing, on the other hand, is doing a ton, because as you can see, I think this is going to be about 350k. My alt actually does about 300 to 400k, so it's kind of bigger variety over there for some damn reason. It's just all about the stunts. Now, there you go, 376k. I did this in one night, by the way, that 8 million that you can see on the screen. I did that in one fucking night. That's about all I did. And yeah, Eternity is currently rank 129, and like, what I'm doing here is I'm focused on, I'm actually attacking with 2 accounts at the same time, because otherwise there would be level 3s up with like 25k left, and that's just fucking stupid, of course. And we all know that it's Air Month this month for the entire October. So yeah, next raid is going to be a little bit very nice for me as well, if it's Fire Air, of course, or something, because if it's Spirit Air, then I'll do a lot less damage. Because you can clearly see on the screen right now that I'm doing so much fucking damage. I can kill an entire level 3, and I have a screenshot off of it. Some people have already seen it, but this is the first time, and I actually did find out for myself that I had to make a video about this. So lately. After this we're going to talk about the new ribbons that they implemented, and something about GRI or Deka Games actually. I still don't know why they are using GRI forums instead of like their own forums. You know, why don't they do that shit on their own? Because they own the game, you know? They are the new team on the game, so they own it pretty much. But yeah, that's not on me, that's something that they all have to do or see for themselves. So yeah, after this for energy, we're going to talk a little bit about what they actually did and why did they decide to do it. And is that a lot? I'll go over it as soon as I can, or as fast as I can, because basically they wanted to change some blitzes, and people didn't like that. They actually listened to that quite fast, if I'm honest. They actually did listen to that quite fast. You know, they responded to that so fast, it was like, sure, we'll just take it back and do it the way it was intended to. So this is pretty much going to be 390k or something. Yeah, exactly 390k, and a bit, of course, and a bit, for those people who will get mad at me for saying that. How many points do I need? Okay, so I don't have to go on, because next milestone for me is like that 10 energy, and I don't want to go on for too long, honestly. But yeah, you can also see that my except for Wellwood Guard, I have the sets for the other two. You guys might have seen my recap on the Lionheart Gladiator Y, and the other one, the Fire Tusk Plate Gear or something. I don't even know what it's called. You know, I don't really pay attention to the armor names anymore because it's just, there's just so many, you know. Every damn weekend there's a new armor, and every new month there's 5 new Shadowforged or 4 new Shadowforged armors that come with the seasonals, you know, or they are called the seasonals. That is then a big problem for me. I used to actually be able to name every epic that was in the game. But as of lately, you know, Dragonforge came out, Shadowforge came out. After Dragonforge came out, I was still looking into it, you know, at all the names like Mystic's Mantle and stuff like that, you know. But after that, it kind of died down on me. That's also when the game became stale for me and boring. But right now, I'm actually doing quite better because I actually have some purposes in this game. A game has to have a purpose for me in order to play it. The usual games you just play to just make sure it's ended, you know, if doing a series. But this is like a game that never ends either way, because it's a live action gameplay instead of something with a story. It has a story, but it's not really very relevant. But what is so good about this game is that it's time-based, you know. You do stuff, you can actually, it just keeps going, it never ends. That's the thing that I like about this game the most. And can we just do 400k to this fucking boss? Because I want to show it to everybody. That way I don't have to do it another way. But yeah, like I said, they changed the milestones, they changed the ribbons a little bit. Honestly, they have an epic in that milestone that I mentioned just now. And it used to be a Dragonforce. I was honestly thinking that they would supposedly do it somewhat better in terms of like putting Dragonforce in there, but instead they put an epic in. They were being manipulated soul plate this time, which is quite unfortunate because I would love to have Dragonforce to just fuse away and see if I can get another remake. Because those remakes, Jesus Christ, some of them are better than the old Shadowforged even. I mean, on one of my alts, I fused 2 Dragonforges together, and then I put the stats next to Heroic or the Clepsydra Brass Gear or whatever it was called. And if you put those two next together, you know, the Clepsydra Brass Gear has like 1600, 1900, so it starts off with 3500 total stats, and that Dragonforge remake had like 4k or 5k even, just attached right away at level 1. Both at level 1, of course. Like, I'm not going to enhance Dragonforge and say it's better. But I put those two things next together, or next to each other, and I was like, what the fuck, you know? It's just really weird to see that type of shit going. It's like, Dragonforged are better than Shadowforged even, like the remakes, of course. And yeah, for those of you who are wondering what I actually did with the things that I fused in the latest episode with those 2 Fire Water Dragonforged, I actually kept them because that's one of the armors that was actually stronger as the other one. So 370k, as I stated, sometimes I'm doing 350k now, otherwise I'd just kill the entire fucking boss. And yeah, we just went up 4 spots just by me doing stupid stuff. And oh yeah, I was going to talk about the milestones. Shit. Yeah, I have memory loss, by the way, so, or actually I do have a very short-term memory. 12 energy it is even. I'll try to go for 24 million this time, actually, because I would love that. I would love that Obia especially, and that silver coin works for me too, because I need a lot of silver coins. But yeah, the dragon coin also very nice, didn't really pay attention. I already have a silver coin, okay, I didn't even realize, but the milestones have been much nicer now, and of course they kept the things such as gems as well as energy. You know, and that's the only thing that everybody wants them to keep in there, the extra energy and the extra gems that you can get from it. Especially as a free-to-play player, everybody wants those things, and Greece sometimes would put them away, you know, they would put them out of the milestones, and then when at least a dozen of people said it, they would at least get it back, you know, or a couple dozen, hundreds of people. And yeah, here's that manipulated soul plate that I was talking about, and yeah, right here you can see that it's kinda, it's meh, you know, that gold, nobody really needs gold anyway, because most of you guys already know that you will have a maxed kingdom. And if it's really perfect, it has 3 armor smiths. But that's perfection in my book, of course, because I know some of you don't like 3 armor smiths. But yeah, the top guilds ribbons have also changed a lot again, because top 40, of course, Storm Eternal. Top 20 is OBF. I need OBF forms, by the way. But yeah, the Thunder Soul Horn. I still have no fucking clue on why they decided to put the top 10 in 3 different ribbons. Like, this like 10 to 8, 7, 6, and the top 5. You know, this is all kind of the same. So it's like 3 different ribbons to me. And it's fucked up for me, you know? But yeah, I guess it works. And who's currently first, by the way? Because yeah, it's still Supernatural. Okay, Warhammers is going ham after it. Okay. And how about the Terrible Bones? Yeah, you guys need to look out, by the way, Fuzzy Fluffy Bunnies, and as well as Darkness Rise and We Stand United, because the Terrible Bones is one of those guilds that can just suddenly say, like, fuck it, let's go ham. And yeah, of course there's like 11 guilds going for top 10, it's like the usual thing. Here's Q-Mob again, and blah blah. It's kind of reminding me of last raid weekend, but it's not really worth it to talk about that anymore. What else was I? Oh yeah, I was going to take a look at this, yeah. Just fucking get a lot of this shit. Still using the Greek forums, still don't know why. And yeah, you can clearly see that they are meh. Where shall I begin? First off, we heard loud and clear that replacing a Blitz raid boss with a war was not a good decision. So the first thing to get out there will be the second raid blitz this month on Monday, October 23rd. Thanks to everyone who raised that voice on that matter. So yeah, this is kind of Deka Games really is a company that says like, hey, you don't want that, then we'll get it out of there for you. And then also in other news, our development team is currently working on a fix to prevent cheaters because they want us to get the gems in the arena as well as epic balls right away. Like they don't want to keep us waiting for too long, and I can clearly understand that because I am missing my gems, even though they are pretty much giving gems out for free, you know, even more than I usually do. So it's kind of good for me anyway. Can I do anything with the, like, do I have any good things with I want to enhance this? Yeah, I can. Okay, like fuck for that, because I really want this thing maxed. And I really want to do even more with this thing. 6k fusion stones, like why do you need 6k fusion stones? I mean, sure, it's nice if you do a fusion frenzy occasionally, but I don't. You know, I don't do that anymore because like ever since Dragonforge and Shadowforge came out, it's like fusion is a thing that you only use for quests when leveling guilds. And that's exactly what I'm doing because I've been fusing a fuck ton as of lately just for a certain quest, you know, for the leveling up guilds. But guys, this was it for this Knights of Dragons episode. Maybe we can open some chests to end this. And I'm not meaning like a good chest or something. Please just shut up. That was my notification. If you could hear that or something. Let's open 5 of these. See what we can get. A Shade Essence. This is something I really need badly. And a Dragon Coin. Okay. See if I can max another thing with it. They are currently revamping this chest, by the way, the Champions chest. And I hope that I will soon see better things in it than just gold. Because, I mean, it's not even in this. It's not even in these chests, you know. Gold is not even in these chests. These chests are much better right now than just the entire fucking rest of it. Yeah, you can see there's no gold in this chest whatsoever. And then suddenly Champions chest is gold. You know, like what the fuck? I mean, this is just decent for this chest, of course. And that's kind of the thing that's fucking me up. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think about this raid, how much damage you are doing this raid, and how much you are going for, and if you are in a top guild. Because I'm currently, as I stated, in Eternality, just sitting my ass off. I also want to look at where Spirit of the Night is, because one of my family guilds is running top 50 plus, I believe. It was just a free to play, but knowing my people, they would pretty much go further than top 50. Doesn't really have to be that way though. They don't, or they are actually number 44, Spirit of the Night, 1.029 billion, so they're 200 million in front. I would love for them to keep that up. Also, soon new videos on new account from my friends and actual Go Guild Master Asmodee, because I actually asked him like, hey, if you want me to relieve it at once for you, if you want a top run or something, just fucking call me or whatever. And then he said, yeah, sure, you know, and because I asked him if I can keep his account in my tablet, and he just said yes. So thanks, guys, for watching this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't yet, favorite it. I don't know why, I don't even know where the favorite button is in this case, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again next time.